of events. This is obviously our main event in the center. Looks like we're choosing our characters. Did we see who Joecreak pulled out?
He played Pac-Man, and Mr.R is going to play a snake. So.
Okay. See, I wasn't sure about the snake because I know it can be a little bit tricky in game. So he brings out his Peach, and then cyve bringing out his Joker. Okay, he does have one of these that we know that we have seen, and it's very, very scary. But I think for doubles, probably a good idea because it can, you know.
Yeah, but Snake's a really dangerous character if you don't use it correctly.
Yeah, and I think if it feels like this is a kind of a pairing that have definitely are aware of this and have definitely worked towards that, making sure that they have synergy in this kind of matchup. So let Mr.R do it and control the positioning and the placings of these fights, and then let cyve play around that.
Yeah, for sure. They will have to have confidence in their teammate, the team play, because if you're gonna play a snake, he's a character that can kill pretty early, but not only their opponents.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So far though, just a pair of 1v1s that have been switching around. First of all, we were seeing cyve versus Joe, but now it's kind of sort of the other way. Nice follow up, just Mr.R reaching and grabbing that extra hit there.
Yeah, they're just like switching for now. The cyve also now pressuring Joecreak at the ledge, getting that early kill.
Yeah, no stage tech coming out from Joecreak, so Joecreak does fall down and then takes out RobinGG immediately afterwards. A nice double care from him.
Yeah, cyve capitalizing these Arsene, and he just lost his stock. So Mr.R is the only one with 3 stocks now. Small lead for the blue team. And this is when Snake comes in handy too, because Snake is a really heavy character. It's difficult to kill him, so they'll probably have some troubles with him. Snake also does really good at keeping stocks, so it may come in handy later.
Robin though with a great edge guard right now over on cyve, trying to recover right now, but can't.
Here comes the help. Yeah.
Mr.R. Oh, and wonderful! Mr.R pressuring to push RobinGG off, but then at that time it was a good timing for cyve to get in there with that back air.
That great smash from RobinGG also getting cyve's second stock. But again, Mr.R is the only one with 3 stocks, and he looks really comfortable so far.
Yeah, clean stock lead for the blue team right now. Mr.R just, as you say, holding onto that stock. Snake is a heavy boy. Something big has to come out to really save him there. Tries to save Peach with the...
Yeah, share stock. Joecreak is already at 124. This is looking bad for the yellow team so far.
Nice attempt though, using the hydrant to try and get back. Nice drop down, goes for the Tetrakan, punishes.
Yeah, really strong off stage. If you want to game someone with Joker, you have a lot of tools like back air, like counter to catch an attack. So
yeah, this is looking very dire. I mean, the yellow team lost another couple of stocks there without without getting anything back. So right now it's just a 4 stock difference, and RobinGG's got all the work to do.
Mr.R with these 3 stocks yet to lose one. Okay.
Trying to get up with the Peach Bomber into Nair, landing. cyve throwing out the Rebels Guard, just trying to get a bit more of the Rebellion gauge up. If trying to bait in RobinGG there, but
yeah, this is not looking good for the German team.
It's not looking good at all. Landing with the fair, gets the back throw to get cyve off stage once again, but we've seen cyve's edge guarding. So his recovery resolute through pressure.
Yeah, he's doing really good at holding his stock, and he also got he already got Mr.R first stock, but it's not looking good so far for the yellow team.
Yeah, I mean, RobinGG is doing a great job. He's kept himself fairly safe, whilst also applying a fair amount of pressure, taking a stock and racking up percentage, but it's just every single hit that he takes, it means so much more.
Yeah. So for Mr.R and cyve, they can just like try stuff right now, because they have a really huge lead.
Yeah, it was really nice how the Peach Bomber put him over Mr.R, but it was kind of it was quite a safe option.
Yeah, he's been so clutch right now, RobinGG. Oh, what was that?
C4.
Oh, okay.
That was C4.
Like I haven't expected it.
Yeah, I didn't quite see it was on, but just waited for a little bit of a moment to get that confirmation, and it will be a finish.
Okay, so first game for Mr.R and cyve.
Yeah.
RobinGG and Joecreak have to clutch this out. The first match wasn't like really even.
Yeah.
So after the first minute, it was like quite the difference, and it only got wider. So they have to work on not losing this advantage and revert it in their favor.
I kind of feel that specifically, it wasn't that he didn't do like he didn't play badly as such, but I felt like Joe wasn't really making a presence in that game. lost, you know, only a couple of stocks because obviously there was a share stock after Robin fell down a third time. But yeah, it felt like, I mean, there was no kind of like major like aggressive pressure. It felt like that may not have been the case, but we saw a lot more. I mean, it might have just been my bias from seeing Robin do majority of the work towards the end. But yeah.
Yeah, Robin right now has got this huge lead for these early stages of this game.
Dash attack through, catching both of his opponents.
Yeah, he was like doing back airs and nairs of the stage, and he kept cyve and Mr.R at the ledge.
Yeah.
So there's this early lead for the yellow team. Let's see how they manage to play with that.
I do find that whilst it's a good idea them trying to like pile onto one opponent, they do need to be careful. He went down and got the platform. Yeah,
that was a really smart move by cyve, getting the last up B hit.
Yeah, indeed. Very, very smart, and just the awareness to go, right, 1-2, get down and punish. We've seen Pac-Man's we've seen that be an option against Pac-Man. To see it actually happen, you'd think that Joe would have gone for the edge there, but unfortunate.
Yeah, he was unable to go to the ledge, and cyve capitalized that movement really good.
For the longest time, the yellow team were just kind of like really like just trying to like dogpile on cyve, and while that's a fine idea, they do leave this big space for Mr.R just to have fun and just throw out options. May not be the biggest options immediately, but that might be a difference as we get further on. But the C4 once again taking down Robin, needs to be aware of that. I know it's hectic, but he needs to be aware.
It's really difficult, especially in doubles when you're playing against two characters, to pay attention to everything that's going on at the screen.
And I think that's more of the decision for playing Snake. It's not okay. Yeah, it's difficult when you're trying to like mount an offense, you know, not hurting your opponent, but it makes so much more pressure for the opposing team because they have to just be aware of so much stuff.
I guess it kind of happens with Pac-Man too. There's a lot of stuff happening with this yellow ball.
Yeah.
So you have to really be careful for everything that Pac-Man does at the stage.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the same that happens with Snake.
So at this point, 2 stocks to 3. They have a like high percentage right now on cyve. They can find a way to just get that confirmation and then pressurize Mr.R as much as they can without overreaching right now, because Joe is getting to that high percentage, and so is Robin. Doesn't get no stage check once again.
That was unfortunate for Robin. He thought he had the edge guard, I guess.
Yeah. And
he went all deep, and cyve managed to revert the situation, getting that second stock of GG's.
The Agar coming out. That is so much damage. It's one of those things. It doesn't feel like it is, but the DOT that it is knocked down once again. No punish there. I don't think is there any like major option that Pac-Man has in that scenario. Does recover though. So
that was immediate,
and so was that.
Yeah, it was like really two fast games.
Yeah, it started off really well in game 2 there for the yellow team, but after a while, cyve and Mr.R, dug their heels in, got the big hits, got the stock lead, and then just started to pile on the pressure.
I think they just calmed the situation. They were like the first 15 or 20 seconds were like really in favor of RobinGG and Joecreak,